The show has an AL East matchup. It's the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the New York Yankees. Ready to go? To the plate now
Leading
for the Rays is the
Tampa
DH,
Bay,
Gavin
the
Lux.
designated hitter, Gavin Lux.
That one misses, and now 3-1. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. 3-2. That one the other way. Hauls it in for the out. Here's Wander Franco.
Batting second, the second baseman, Wander Franco.
Next pitch is outside. 2-2. And now it's filled up. Back to work. 3-2 now. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. 2 for 9 so far in the series. Ground ball up the middle. On the run, throw to first. Rays retired in order. Bottom of the first. Here's Royce
Leading
Lewis.
off for the Yankees, the shortstop, Lewis.
Now fly ball to right center. Harris has a beat on it. Calls it in for the out. Here's Juan
Batting
Soto.
second,
Looking pretty
the
good at the
designated
plate.
hitter.
He's 4 for 10 in the series.
Soto.
Check swing, but he went too far. And it's 1-2. Wouldn't chase that time. One down, base is empty. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That one back there. Hauls it in on the warning track.
Plenty of extra carry on that ball to right there. Almost got out of here thanks to the wind. It's whipping.
Next pitch inside, ball 2. That one ripped. That's back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Top of the second. Now here is Michael
The
Harris.
center fielder, Michael Harris.
On the ground to the left. Has some trouble with it. He decides to eat it, and he's on at first.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. You got a pitch that he knew he could handle. Allowed himself to stay back.
Over to second for 1. Back to first, double play. 3-6-3, nicely done.
Man, that is such a tough double play to execute as a first baseman. And not only field the ball and make a good throw to second with a runner in the baseline, but also to hustle back to first base and get set up to receive the return throw. That takes great footwork and an awareness of where the bag is. A lot of practice to get that one right.
Lifted in the air, out to left. Casey brings it in for the 3rd out. Back in the Bronx. Bottom half of inning number 2. Ryan Reynolds here. The 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball to left. 1 down. Here's Austin Riley. 4th right now in the American League home run leaderboard. In the air, left field. Isbell has a beat on it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You've got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
And a payoff pitch. Liner picked on the hop at first. And they get the out. On to the 3rd inning. Stepping in for the Rays, Vidal Brujan. And that one hammered. That's back there. And it's gone. He leaves the yard to right. It's his 8th home run of the year. The Rays strike first. It's 1-0. And now it's Kyle Isbell. Didn't play in last night's game. A little breather for him. And he grounds one to the right side. On to first. And one away in the top of the third.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there. Just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
Nope, and it is 2-1.
2-1.
That one pulled foul. The 2-2 on the way. Got him swinging. Back to the top of the lineup, Gavin Lux. Next
Now
to hit for the Rays.
Designated hitter.
The 1-2.
Gavin Lux.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That one back there and gone. He sends a rocket to left and they boost their lead. It's 2-0. Now batting Wander Franco. 1-1 now. And it's fouled away. Stays alive. 1-2 now. Now one missed. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Here comes a pitch. That's a laser base hit.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Comebacker to the mound. On to Riley. And Witt is out. That ends the frame. Back here in New York. And now Will Smith. Kicks and deals. And there's a foul ball. The next pitch misses. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Outside. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4. So up next, Owen Casey. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Goes to second, safe there. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Rodolfo Castro will hit next. Good power, not great in the OBP department. This one lifted in the air, left field, and it hops over the wall for an automatic double. They pick up a run, and now it's a 1-run game. And the batter will be the shortstop, Royce Lewis. And the pitch. And a curve misses outside. Casey on third. Castro stands at second. No outs. Out towards right center field. Drops into the glove. Here comes the runner from third. Throw is offline, and he scores. It's 2-2.
Well, we got ourselves a new ball game. Nice job right there at the plate. Sacrifice fly, and he gets in the tie.
And a 1-1. Next offering is outside. Tied up here in the early going. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Castro coming home. Now a long throw home. The run comes in from second. It's 3-2.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Now here is Christopher DaCosta. Righty to the plate. On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning. Back now in the Bronx. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Michael Harris. And now 2-2.
Well, these Rays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across the score as well.
And there's one away.
It's still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Pulls it down, and there are 2 away. Connor Hollis next to hit for the Rays. Popped out to left his first time. Way inside, gets out of the way. Bounce to the right side. Castro whips it to first, and that'll do it. Back in the Bronx,
Leading
bottom
off
of the
for the
inning. So
Yankees,
now the Yankees cleanup
the
hitter,
right field
Ryan Reynolds. And he grounds one back up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first, but no chance to get him. It's an infield single. And here's the first baseman, Austin Riley. 0 for 1 with a fly. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And next for New York, Jason Dominguez. Grounded out his first time. The 1-1.
Ball 2.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
Isbell moving under it. 2 away. The batter now will be Will Smith. A walk and a run scored his first time. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Way back there. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. Back at Yankee Stadium, ready now for the 5th inning. And now it's Vidal Brujan. Check swing, went around. And the count 1-2. That one is absolutely belted. Back there. And that one is gone over the right field wall. He'll touch them all. His 9th homer of the year, and they tie it up. It's 3-3. Kyle Isbell next to hit for the Rays. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Line drive, makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Now for Tampa Bay, number 55. The wind and the pitch. Drilled in the air, right field, way back there, and that is out of here. That one felt good. His first homer of the year. It's 4-3. And now it's Gavin Lux. The pitch.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
The 1-2. That one missing low. And that just misses. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. Ball to strike. In there at the knees.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Out to short, Lewis. Fires over to first. Bronco gone on the play. Out number 3. Back in New York. Here's the left field
for the Yankees. The left field.
Here's a 1-1.
Well, certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
Hit slowly on the ground. Hollis. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
The
Looked a
batter,
little tentative on that swing.
Second
Almost like he didn't get pitch recognition and tried to slow his back down just to make contact. I'd rather see a guy swing through it instead of making weak contact and put it in play. Have another pitch where maybe he can drive out of the ballpark.
Witt
Now
over to first.
the
And then
shortstop.
quickly 2 away.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and it clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Next pitch is popped up. Franco makes the catch, and that'll do it. Top of the 6th inning. Here's a speed threat. Bobby Witt Jr.
Bobby
The wind of the pitch. And there's a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, as hot hitting continues, he's been getting great results lately. Not a bad pitch by any means. Down and away, right on the corner of the zone. Just a better swing, Boog. Stayed through it and hit it hard the other way.
Next to hit, Michael Harris. On a line out towards center. And out number 1 on the grab. And now the catcher for the Rays, Richie Millar. Known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Grounder might be 2. Feed to second, that's 1. And that's 2. Cionel Perez takes over on the mound. And this guy can bring it velocity-wise. And now it's Juan Soto.
Number 58, Cionel Perez.
Slider misses outside. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Gassed it right by him. Here's the catcher, Christopher DeCosta. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Next offering is in for a strike. Fly ball right field. Number 55 on the move to the alley. Snags it for the 2nd out. Now it's the switch hitting outfield.
Right
Brian Reynolds. And it's even up. Now this is in the air down the line. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Two outs. In the air out towards right center. Harris after it. Makes the grab. And that is that. All set for the start of the inning. Now the first baseman, Connor Collins. The line of the pitch. Now a screamer into the outfield. In one, hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for 2. Vidal Brujan next to hit for the Rays. On the ground, right side. And he takes it himself for the out. Now the left fielder, Kyle Isbell. 2-1. Back up the middle and a base hit.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it. And that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with a well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
And there's the 3rd out. That'll do it for the inning.
Please join us for the traditional.
So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Ryan Magana.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Ryan Magana.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Well, a come-and-get-me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Misses off the inside. 3-2 run. The tying run at the plate. In the air, center field. Harris grabs it on the run.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
And that quickly 2 away. And up to the plate is Will Smith.
Almost drove one out of here last time up. Flied out to the warning track.
Smoked on the ground to second. Franco on to first, and they get the out on Smith. And that is the inning. Ready to begin the 8th. Here's the Rays leadoff hitter, Gavin Lux. Left-hand hitter waits. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Well, these Rays, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. 8 of their hits came off the bat at 90 miles per hour or harder. These guys are not getting fooled right now.
The pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. High fly ball down the left field line. Casey going back some more, and caught on the warning track. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. Hammer, base hit. So 2 down. Now Michael Harris. And there he goes. There's a ball. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Now time called. Pitching coach coming out for a meeting as 2 relievers continue to throw in the bullpen. Claudio Pena on the pitch here.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
And that one is lifted in the air, and in one hops the wall. 1 runs in. Here comes the runner. Cut off. Now a throw home. Tag. Not in time. Safe. And they take a 3-run lead. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Connor Hollis. 1 for 3. Squirts away a little bit. Nice job behind the plate there. And a 2-1 on the way. And that's downstairs and outside. Millar stands at second with 2 gone. Check swing went around, and it's 3-2. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Struck him out swinging. Slider got him for a strike. So a lefty out of the pen, Jarvis Mortensen.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
That one the other way, and it's caught for the out. The Yankees looking to rally. Now at the plate, Rodolfo Castro. The switch hitter batting right. And the next pitch is way outside.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
There's a swing and a drive. And that one's gone. He powers one out to right field. His 21st of the year. It's 6-4. Royce Lewis stepping in now for the Yankees. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat, as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. Fielding for the wall, makes the catch.
Now,
well, that one ended up a lot closer to a home run than I thought off the bat. Really didn't get it all, but with that wind blowing out to right, almost pushed that one over the wall.
He'll do it himself. Play made, that ends the inning. All set to start the 9th in this one. And stepping in for the Rays, Vidal Brujan. Next offering misses, and it's 2-1. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. And there's 1 away.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Next pitch is in the dirt. 2-1. Hard hit, right side. Two quick outs here in the top of the ninth. Running out of chances
next
to
for
pad
Tampa
the
Bay.
lead.
Fastball
right
grew
fielder,
right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that
Carlos.
pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
In there. And so now 1-2.
Been a solid inning so far in relief. Getting them through this inning only down 2 can give their lineup a real opportunity to just grind their way back into this game with the few outs that they have left.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here comes the closer here in the ninth, Eric Ragsdale.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest
Your
jobs in
attention, please.
baseball. And you
Now
see a pretty high
for
turnover
Tampa
rate
Bay.
because of it. Every
Number
outing
15,
seems to be high
Eric
pressure. This one included.
Ragsdale.
We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Here's a 1-1.
That's ball 2.
That's inside.
Inside.
Swings through that one above the zone.
Well, you know this guy wants a pitch up, something that he can hit hard and drive over the wall. But you've got to set your sights down a little bit. You can't lose your discipline and go after a pitch that you just can't do anything with.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
That's a nice at bat and a great take on 3-2. Probably could have gone either way in that spot around the knees.
So a change being made at first base. On to run for the Yankees.
running
Carl
again
Bird
for
with
the
Craig.
Number 33, Carlton McRae.
There's the strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of a double play here.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Nobody out. Runner at first. Check on the runner, and he's back in there. On the ground, right side. Franco toss to second. Over to first, safe. Austin Riley stepping in down for the Yankees. And they've got the no doubles defense set up. Outfielders playing deep, infielders guarding the lines. Swing and a ball lifted left field. That's out number 2. Big spot here, bottom of the ninth, down to their final out. Jason Dominguez now at the plate. And the righty deals. And he hits a ground ball right side. And that'll do it.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
And this one ends with a final score of 6-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Rays, 6 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. For the Yankees,